Humans in today's society have strayed from the path of what is good and what is true. Today, our purpose is to try to bring ethics back.
It's happening. It's happening. Happy people just smile like a child. They can feel what is real.
So the difference between humans and plants and animals is that humans have arms, plants have leaves, and animals have paws.
At the bottom we have the inanimate, and they have no soul, but they do have a purpose in life. But the inanimate object would be your iPhone, your iPad. Think about it, you have a purpose for calling, for just playing around on, but like I said, it doesn't have feelings. If you throw it on the floor, it's not going to cry. And then you have plant life, and plants are alive, but they have no soul and no feelings. They just grow from the ground, and which, they have a purpose as well. And then we have the animals, and animals are governed by passions, which humans also have, but we'll get to that in a second. And they are not free because they're basically controlled by their passions, and they have no soul. And then we have human life. And humans are unique because we have the will and the intellect. And that makes us uniquely human. It makes freedom very unique to human beings. And it also demonstrates our capacity for God, because we can know Him and we can do good with our will.
Aristotle says the human person is a rational animal.
Smiles.
Happiness is when your parents get you a lot of nice clothes.
I feel happy and more than
Happiness is bacon.
Happiness, as Aristotle defines it, is the activity of the soul in accordance with virtue. Like freedom, you have to incorporate virtue. Virtue should be a normal thing in your life. It shouldn't be, virtue's just this insane Christian or I don't even know, concoction. It's, virtue is a good thing. People do good things. It's not only a certain type of people can help others, or only a certain type of person can be happy with virtue in their life. I'm just going to be happy because I'm doing whatever I want, partying and dressing promiscuously and doing all this insane stuff, and that's really not how it is. Happiness is, you feel happy when you do good for others and when you're doing good for yourself, and it's incorporated in virtue into your life. A lot of what we do should have virtue incorporated. And the reason we've lost touch with happiness, freedom, and love is because society has taken the virtue out of it. It's taken the genuine nature out of it. It's not, virtue. Society doesn't tell you, be virtuous.
what? Sure, it's the indestructible bond between body and soul.
And hylomorphic composition is an inextricable unity between body and soul. Poly is ruled by intellect and will. And as we spoke about before, intellect is naturally oriented to what is true, and will is naturally oriented to what is good. And also in Poly, we see the passions. The passions are naturally oriented to what is beautiful. We see Poly right side up because she is ruled by her will and her intellect.
It's passion because, if you can't do anything, your life sucks.
Food.
So as human beings, we need to be fully human. And that means being governed by the will and the intellect and not the passion.
Now here, we see upside down Poly. As you can see, Poly is clearly ruled by her passions. And when you're ruled by your passions, your intellect and your will aren't working properly, and your passions govern your life, which leads you to make some wrong decisions.
Freedom is when your parents let you stay out late at night on the weekends.
Party.
I think freedom is when you're not being told by somebody else.
Freedom's necessary. You gotta be able to do whatever you want, you know? Just hang out, do whatever.
Freedom is being able to buy what you want, when you want, and for who you want, especially yourself.
So to be free, you kind of have to incorporate virtue into it. When you're living virtuously and you're living, with others in mind and you're doing the right thing for you and others, you're being free because you're free of all these chains that are weighing you down to what society thinks is free. And society thinks freedom is doing whatever you want. Pope Benedict writes about the two types of love, eros and agape. On one hand, you have eros, which is more of a physical love, but not a bad physical love. It's not like, I think he is so hot and that's the only reason I love him. And then it's more of it's the first physical attraction, perhaps, and, it kind of drives you toward that person. And then there's agape, which is a deeper, spiritual, more emotional love. But you can't have one without the other. It's just like body and soul, eros and agape. When you have eros, it kind of purifies itself into agape. When you have agape, it works with eros. They're two and the same.
Love is when a guy proposes to you on the Empire State Building. Yeah, that's love because you're being nice about and when guys buy you Tiffany's bracelet, that's love.
love.
And matching earrings, that's love. And a little Louis Vuitton to go with it. That's love.
I guess when you go on a date with a really hot guy and it's fun. Love's for old people.
Love is when your boyfriend puts you first. Hearts.
I love my mommy and daddy and sisters.
People have lost that. People don't know what love is.
There's actually no way we can fully be human if we just let our passions govern us.
Virtue, stupid.
Media has a huge effect on our lives.
Wrong decisions.
Human dignity is I don't really know.